What's up, guys? Josh with J Square Tactical. There is many ways, many configurations to try and set up a rifle for whatever your mission set, your training looks like. There's so many different ways to configure a rifle to best meet your need. And today I'm going to go over something that I've had for about a decade that I'm super excited to share. I've not shared it as of yet, that I want to share, and that is a general purpose rifle or all-purpose rifle, and I want to share mine with you today. Let's get into it. So this is my first build. Like I said, I've had this rifle for about a decade, 10, 11 years, and I absolutely love the setup, being that when I started putting this together, I was not super, what's the word I'm looking for? Super educated on the AR-15 platform. I remember I held one at Walmart for the first time, and I was like, I have no idea what this is, but I love it. And afterwards, I started doing some research into it, found out that you could custom build these rifles, and that's exactly what I did for my first build. And so we're going to start with the muzzle and go to the buttstock. We're going to talk about why I chose these parts, and what my thought process was behind it. We're going to discuss what the parts are, and at some point I'll do a individual review on each of these products, but soon I'll have some videos of syringe time, and we'll go from there. But starting from the muzzle, this is a Yankee Hill Machine flash hider. This is said to hide 99.9% of flash, and it does. It does exactly what it's marketed and said to do. I've shot at different light levels, low light, dark, and no fire out the end, no muzzle blast, and so it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It's bezeled, number one, for breaking windows. If I had to use this rifle to break a window, it's bezeled for that particular purpose. It's already threaded to take a suppressor, so at some point in time I will be getting a Yankee Hill Machine suppressor to mount onto this, that I can have that capability of suppressing my rifle. It is attached to a 16-inch barrel. This is a 5.56 1-in-7 twist. I went with the 5.56. You probably hear me say this a couple times a day. I like options. You got the 5.56, and the 5.56 is a little bigger diameter than the 223. And so if you shoot a 5.56 to a 223 barrel, you're gonna mess some stuff up. So I went with the 5.56. That way I could buy either one, even though they're basically the same thing. I went with the 5.56 so I could shoot either. The mid-length gas system that's on here. Going back to the rail, this is a Yankee Hill Machine rail. Now I can't tell you exactly which rail this particular rail is, but it is a quad rail. I love the design. That's what caught my attention when I bought it. I love the design. Since I've put this thing on, it's been a secure fit ever since. Many thousand rounds do it, and no problems at all whatsoever. The design on the quad rail is to dissipate heat, to keep it cooler longer, but I did go in and add some things to the rail, which is some magpul, which is all my furniture is magpul. I love magpul. I would love to be sponsored by them, but there's some magpul rail covers, and I did the foliage green and black, and I offset them to give it that camouflage look to it. So that's what I did. At the top of the rail, I have magpul flip-up sights. That's a front sight. It flips up like so. Great co-witness out of these straight out the box. And then I have also the rear flip-up sight. Like I said, great zero from these right out the box. When I pulled it out, no adjustments. I pointed, aimed, and exactly where I was aiming from the distance that I was shooting at. Point of aim, point of impact. beautiful right out the box. On the left side of the gun, I'm running a Surefire G2 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. Surefire G2 Pro is a simple tail cap. This is a 800 lumen light. Now I'm not running any switches, any buttons like that. It's just, like I said, simple tail cap, press momentary, and then click for, I don't want to point it straight at the camera, but very bright. 800 lumens, you can't be. It is mounted with a Vikings Tactics rail mount. It's marketed to be specifically for the Surefire G2 Pro. And so at the time I had come across Vikings Tactics, seen this rail mount, I said, that works perfectly. Goes great with the color scheme that I had going on. I'm pretty sure similar flashlights with similar diameters as the Surefire G2 Pro would fit, but definitely marketed for this particular flashlight. Let's go to the bottom. On the bottom, I have a Magpul vertical grip. I love the vertical grip. It allows me that C-clamp and getting a good purchase on that rifle, pulling that rifle into the shoulder. That C-clamp, as well as I'm able here to work all my controls at the same time. If I need to get my C-clamp along with engaging the light, I can do that. So that's why I have the light in this configuration with just a tail cap on my support side. With Ranger bands, I have attached a pressure pad, which then goes to the next thing I want to talk to you about, and this is called a Watson DeBall A2. A visible laser, IR laser, and white light capabilities. Now, for what I paid for this, which at the time was $140, what I paid for this is a great laser. The co-witnesses very well, zeros very well. Nighttime, that visible laser, long distances, I'm talking 200 yards plus, that I can see that laser and see it very, very clearly. IR, same thing, see it very good at night. Now, the only quarrel that I have with this Watson DeBall A2 is the battery life. The battery life is absolutely horrendous. Even with the batteries in the device and turned off, the system turned off, it will drain your battery. I want to upgrade to the holosun laser, which is, it's like 800 bucks, but it is marketed to have a 5,000 hour battery life. And so that's what I'm looking for. If I had to depend on this with the laser, if I had a mission set that I need to go out on, or training, I'm going to be training with my laser, I'd have to put a set of brand new batteries in when I go to train, and then take them out right after to keep from wasting the batteries and the system draining it. Other than that, it's a good laser, but if you're depending your life on it, you know, probably not the best one to go with. To go and spend the money and get you a better one. It is attached with the quick detach. I can easily pop it off, which helps. Like I said, I have the pressure pad attached to my vertical grip, so even in a C-clamp configuration, if I need to engage my laser, I can do that even with the C-clamp, and that's why I have it attached in that way. I can activate it with the pressure pad, or I have a press pad button on top of the system that will engage that laser. On the bottom, I just recently attached this. It is I think it's called a rail attachment point from Magpul. Very hefty, very sturdy. This thing, I forgot the metal that's made out of, but it is hefty, it is tough, it is thick, it is secure, and I absolutely love that. And so I had that. I was running a 1-point configuration, but when one-point configuration is great for transitions, but when it comes to climbing, moving over stuff, you don't have any way to secure that weapon system in a 1-point configuration. That's why I wanted to go to a 2-point configuration, so I bought that. That way, depending on my mission set or my training, I can then switch between a 1 point and 2 point depending on what I have going on. That's pretty much it for the front of the gun. Now you could probably guess the sling attachment, the sling that I have. It is a magpul. It's the first version that they had, a magpul sling. Now I have no complaints about this sling's versatility as well as its rigidity. I've had this as long as I've had this rifle, and there is absolutely no fraying on this strap. This strap looks as it did the first day that I brought it out the box, trained with it, but there's absolutely no fraying. The stitching is done well. The attachment points where you would find the most stress, they have been absolutely sewn perfectly, sewn strong. They knew what they were doing when they were designing the sling. The second thing that I absolutely love about these are the attachment points. These are not QDs, these are clips that clips onto your attachment point. Just like this, it has like a little hook there. But what I like about these is not only does it hook on, but when you get it on, it has a little button at the bottom. When you press that, there's a positive click there, and then it locks it where you cannot unlock this clip, this attachment point. You cannot unlock it. So there's no accidental detaching of the sling, your weapon falling in the ground, none of that stuff going on because of that attachment point having a double lock, which I love. That is both on both clips. Absolutely love it. Here's the only thing that I do not like about this sling, which is going to cause me to buy a different sling, is you have a loop here. This loop is designed to tighten and loosen. I just want to show you why I'm here. I've got it all the way loose. It's designed to tighten and loosen. It is very easy to tighten, to loosen up, but when it comes to tightening, you got to really put some elbow grease into it to get it tightened up. And I don't like that. I want to be able to go from loose to snug in just a smooth transition, and this is not it. Now, when it comes to loosening it, like I said, it's just as easy as that. But when it comes to tightening it, again, you got to put some elbow grease into that bad boy. See, it don't even want to sometimes do it. I've never had that problem. There it goes. So I will be changing that out. Other than that, it's a great sling. I may give this sling to my dad. That way he has one, because the one he's got is like very, very... That's the sling. Love it, but I hate that portion where you loosen and tighten it up, okay? Let's go back to start going towards the rear of the rifle. Let's start with the top, holosun. This is a holosun 403C. Red dot on top here. Absolutely love holosun. I put holosun on all my weapons, pistols, as well as rifles. I run holosun. Holosun, to me, they're at the top of their game. A few years ago, they were not. Now they're on the top of their game. Tell you a couple of reasons why. The design of these red dots, whatever you go with, tough, rigid, they're going to last. Number two, depending on the model that you get, solar panels. This particular one has a solar panel on top just in case the battery goes dead, but you probably don't have to worry about it going dead because you have a battery life that is 50,000 hours. You talking 3, 4, 5 years that this thing is going to last you depending on your usage of it. I like the fact that the only thing I don't like about this particular one is the fact that the controls, being that I'm a right-handed shooter, the controls for this particular red dot is on the right side. So I'm having to reach across versus keeping my particular strong hand grip and being able to control the buttons from this side. It's the only thing that I don't like. Again, it has a solar panel on top. I like the fact that the battery tray is on the right side of the optic. I love that. This one is just a single red dot, which is all I really prefer. Again, I like options, but this is just a red dot. And it has shake awake technology. So if it's been sitting in the closet, I go to grab it. There's a knock at the door at 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know who it is, and I need to grab my rifle. That baby's awake and it's ready to go when I'm ready to go. Okay, and that's you're talking at the time that I bought this optic, you're talking about sub $200. When Aimpoint, I think what's called the T1, even their red dots now, they don't. Some of them are going to like the shake awake technology, but holosun was the first one with that, the first one with the battery life. Aimpoint didn't even have that type of battery life, or even the shake awake technology, and they were charging 2-3 times the price of this holosun 403C. And that's the reason why I choose holosun. When you can, yes, it's made out of China, it's not American made, but for what I'm looking for with the quality of the product, what it provides, and at the price point that they give it at, I'm going with holosun all day long. Okay, it's a BCM charging bolt carrier group. The charging handle is just a regular mil-spec charging handle with an extra large latch. It's not ambidextrous. That's the only thing on this rifle that's not ambidextrous, as far as also the magazine release. As far as the main guts, it is Spikes Tactical. I love Spikes Tactical. Spikes Tactical is my favorite of all. The machining, flawless. The fit, flawless. Everything that speaks Spike Tactical is in this upper and lower receiver. Both the lower receiver and upper receiver is Spikes Tactical. I absolutely love Spikes Tactical. They are my favorite. I have a Spikes Tactical dust cover on. I have an ambidextrous safety selector. I can't remember who made this one. It's been a while, but I absolutely love it. Positive click. It's a big enough latch where I can get on it and my fingers is not slipping. Absolutely love this. Now, one of my favorite parts of the gun is this magpul battery assist device lever that you see here. It runs down the left side of the lower receiver, takes a 90-degree turn into the trigger guard, and then sticks out on the right side of right in front of your trigger. What that does is when you reach slide lock and your magazine, your gun's dry, it's time for you to insert a new magazine. Once you insert that new magazine in, all you have to do is move your trigger finger to that battery assist device lever, press it, and it's sending a round home. Disengage safety, put rounds down range. And so it helps with the speed of your reloads, and I absolutely love that. Mil-spec trigger, no updated trigger. This is simply a mil-spec trigger. I love it. I want to be great with the mil-spec trigger. That's what always been my thought process, be great with a mil-spec trigger. And so I'm trying to just get better every single day. Magpul furniture, Magpul pistol grip, Magpul trigger guard, Magpul ambidextrous sling attachment point at the rear, at the front of the buffer tube, mil-spec buffer tube, and then lastly, we're rocking a Magpul CTR buttstock. I love this. It's got the QD attachment point back here. I like the fact that it's adjustable. You can adjust it different areas that you want, wherever you like. And then what I like is this locking mechanism here that locks down on it and keeps it from wiggling on that buffer tube. Keeps it from wiggling. And so I absolutely love this. Like I said, I got several thousand rounds to this rifle. I'm in the process of building another, but I absolutely love this one. I run all PMags. Have one on the floor that has ammunition in it beside me on the floor here. But I run all PMags, still running with this color scheme, black and the foliage green that they provide. That's what I run. So I hope you like this video. Let me know your comments down in your thoughts down in the comment section below. Tell me what you like about the build. Tell me what you would have changed or how you build yours, and what you think my next video should be. Please do consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Share this video with somebody if you find out that it might be helpful. Talk to you next time. Stay dangerous. Peace.